Right, hello and welcome back to a new video. Now this one is going to be for Nightmare on Elm Street 4, the Dream Master, and the thing I could start out with saying is this film is that it isn't that bad. It isn't good, but it isn't that bad. It's probably the most average of the franchise because 1, 3 and 7 are the good ones, and then 5, 6 and 2 are the bad ones. So this one follows Kristen again, who was the main protagonist in the third one, and I didn't like the fact that the halfway through the film, they just decided to kill her, and then the rest of the film is with Alice. It should have been better if they either kept Kristen all the way through, or have Alice all the way through, which I prefer Alice to Kristen, because Alice just seemed like a more relevant character. Because Alice kind of felt like the main character in the fourth one, whereas Kristen kind of looked and felt and acted like a supporting character in the fourth one. She was fine in the third one, but in the fourth one she was just kind of lowered from all the other people who kind of outshone her in this film. So Freddy Krueger's back and he's killing the last remaining survivors from the first film, which is like they killed Joey and he kills Kincaid, who was my favourite from the third film. And so then it's only one of the Elm Street children left, which is Kristen. So Freddy Krueger doesn't want to kill Kristen yet. He wants to kill a lot more people to basically continue with his fun. That is the general point of this film. And the main power that Kristen had in the third film was that she could bring other people into her dreams. So in the fourth film, Freddy Krueger is kind of manipulating Kristen to bring other people into her dreams so that Freddy Krueger can kill them and continue the basically just a homicidal massacre that he's doing. So the premise sounds really cool, and to be honest, it does work. Some of the characters have really innovative deaths. Like one guy gets his ear kind of like cotton budded to death, which is really weird. And this girl gets kissed to death. It is honestly the deaths are really weird, but they were quite new and strange and unique compared to the rest of the film. So I can't really say too much about them. But the deaths were definitely one of the highlights of this film. They tried harder, I'd say, with this film. Wes Craven also said that this director of this film did better than all the other ones. I saw that it was in the documentary that you get with the DVDs. So Wes Craven even says that the director did well, and I think that she did do pretty well. The film downsides in all the other factors. It didn't feel like a horror film. It felt like a thriller, kind of like I don't even know what it was, because it felt like they were trying to be a horror film, but it wasn't scary in the slightest. There was not one part of horror in the film, and whereas in the third one, where there was very small glimpse of horror, it still had the cool fantasy kind of aspect to it. Whereas this one, it didn't really have like a specific genre, and if it was a horror film, it didn't do a very good job at being a horror film. Freddy Krueger did great in this film again by Robert Englund, because Robert Englund is awesome as Freddy Krueger, and he's the only Freddy Krueger that you can possibly have, and he's just an awesome guy in everything. So Freddy Krueger did great, and then the part that this film lacks in is it didn't have a big like finale that was good. All the other films kind of felt like they had this big one moment leading up to it. Even A Nightmare on Elm Street 6 had like a big kind of showdown. But this film, the first film did great in this type of aspect, and so did the third one. But this film just really lacked there. It was just Alice fighting Freddy Krueger, and the way she kills him is so stupid. She gets a mirror, shows it him, he looks at it, and dies. That is literally how I can describe the ending. All these like weird like of the souls of the children start like coming out of him, and it's just so terrible. It was a really, really disappointing ending to what was a very kind of average film. That's what kind of brought it down a little bit, because it would have been a lot better if they just had a really like kind of impactful ending. Because horror films are great at having great impactful ending. The first Nightmare on Elm Street film had a great impactful ending when she's waving and then he comes through and grabs her and throws her through the window. The best impactful ending I could say from a horror film ever is Saw. Saw has one of my favourite endings to a film ever, and it's not even the twist or anything, it's the fact that you can still hear, I can't ever remember his name, the guy, I think his name's Alex, but I might be wrong, you can still hear him screaming as Jigsaw walks out the door, like after the credits, like whilst the credits are playing, you can still hear him screaming. That ending was so chilling, and I wish that A Nightmare on Elm Street 4 had that type of ending, but it didn't. I really want to review Saw, and I will do at a later date, but Nightmare on Elm Street week this week, so I'd say in the end, it was okay. It was an average film, an average Nightmare on Elm Street film. It was like the middle. If I was going to rank them, it'd definitely be just in the middle. because there'd be the 3 underneath it and the 3 above it. But overall, it was okay. I wouldn't say go out and watch it if you don't want to watch a franchise of a horror film. Some franchises are really, really great and you have to see all of them. This one is kind of like you should watch the 1st, 3rd and 7th, and to be honest, the 1st, 3rd and 7th aren't massively jointed, so you could just watch them like literally just 1 through 7. So 4, it wasn't a massively memorable one, and that's because it wasn't too good or too bad. So it was just okay. It's probably one of the better ones. It's like the average one. So I'd say if you want to watch it, there's nothing really stopping you. Just know that the ending is going to suck, and Kristen isn't the main character. But what did you think of it? Have you seen the film? Leave a comment down below, and I will see you guys in the next